guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I've come up with this Halloween glam makeup tutorial. If you want to still look glam but sort of vampy at the same time, then this makeup look might be good for you. So yeah, if you'd like to see how I got this, then just keep watching. So starting off with my eyebrows already done, and first of all I'm just gonna prime my eyelids with my LA Girl Pro concealer. And then I'm just going to set that with my Laura Mercier setting powder. And then taking my Morphe 350 palette, I'm just using that orangey shade there and putting that all into my crease. So I'm going to put a few shades into the crease, and you're probably not going to see all of them once I put the black on top, but helping to layer the colours will help to soften the black, just so that it blends a lot more easily and it won't just be as harsh. And I'm now dipping into that bled orangey red colour and also putting that into my crease, but I'm just placing that a little bit lower than where I put the first orange shade. Just so you can see the transition. And then I decided to dip back into the first shade just so that that orange was poking through. And then taking my Sleek palette, I'm using that purple shade there. And I'm placing that even lower than where I put that second shade. And just putting that again all into the crease. And then I went back into that orange shade just because I felt like it got a little bit lost. So you probably will end up going back and forth between all of the shades, and I do that quite often sometimes when I feel like some of them have got lost. So I'm now taking that Sofa X Makeup Revolution palette and using that black shade there called Nightmare. And I don't know why, but I feel like it's easier to apply a darker shadow in like a halo form or technique. I'm not going to do a halo eye obviously because it's just going to be all black, but what I do is I just place the product on either side of my lid and then I just prefer to blend it up, like upwards. I don't know why, but I just feel like it's so much easier, and this way I'm more careful about where I'm putting the product. And then once it's blended, I then get the black and I put the majority of it sort of closer to my lash line, so I'm not putting anything like on the blended part, if that makes any sense. And then it's looking a little bit messy, so what I do is I like to blend out the darker colour with another colour. So using that purple, I'm just blending my crease and sort of blending the edges of that black to make it look a bit more, yeah, just blended and not so harsh. I think it worked quite well. And then dipping back into the orange. And back into the lighter orange. And then I'm just wiping all the black off my face and just sort of getting my nail to make it into a sharp-ish wing. And then using a fluffy brush with no product on to sort of blend out the inner parts of my eyes. And then taking my Fenty foundation in the shade 330, I do have a review, well, a first impressions on this, by the way, so I'll link that down below if you want to go and see that. And at this point I realised that I completely forgot to put primer on, but I just carried on, so never mind. And then I went in with my L'Oreal True Match Concealer, and I think this is in the shade 7.5/DW or something. I'll link it down below. But yeah, so I used some of that and then paired that with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Creamy Beige, just for a little bit of extra coverage and highlight. And then taking my Laura Mercier setting powder, I sort of baked, so I did leave it under my eyes for a little while, but only while I was applying the powder to the rest of my face. So, a mini bake. I only left it on for like a minute or something. And then I removed the bake. And then taking my Sleek Contour Kit in dark, I contoured my cheeks. And a bit down my nose. And I really like to blend out my contour with a beauty sponge. And then I took my NYX bronzing powder in Deep Tan. And then my Makeup Revolution Soph X highlighter palette. And that third shade along does look gold in the pan, but it's actually more of like a cool toned silver highlight. So I just put that into my inner corners and on my brow bone. And then I basically just ran some of the colours that I used in the crease on my lower lash line, so everything would tie together. And then I just buff that out with a fluffy brush. And the purple I tried to keep quite close to my lower lash line, just because it's like a deeper colour. And then I added some mascara onto my bottom lashes and also a kohl pencil into my waterline. That's the finished eyes. And then carrying on with the face, I went back into my highlighter palette and applied that shade. And then I decided that I wanted to also use the purple. I thought, seeing as it's Halloween, I might as well go all out. And I just sort of kept on topping up my highlight. And yeah, as you can see, I went a little bit over the top, but I was just having so much fun. I absolutely love applying highlighter. So onto the lips, I'm using my Rimmel London lipstick. And this was so difficult to apply. I don't know why, but I think probably because the point on it has now sort of been used. So I had to look in my makeup drawer for a brush to apply that. And then I took an eyeliner pencil. But I don't use this eyeliner pencil anymore, so don't worry, there's no cross-contamination. And then I use the brush to sort of blend out the edges. And then I thought it would be nice to use some of that purple highlight into the middle of my lips, just to give it an extra pop. And then my NYX setting spray in Dewy. There we have it, guys. This is the end of my Halloween makeup tutorial. I hope that you all enjoyed watching this, and hopefully it's given you a bit of inspiration if you're not too sure what you're going to do for Halloween yet and you just need something that's quite easy to do in last minute, then this is something that you could end up doing. But yeah, if you did like this, then it would be great if you could give this a thumbs up. comment down below and subscribe so you don't miss out on my weekly videos. And I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.